Let's spend a moment on the US-China dynamic. He's threatening 60% tariffs, even if it isn't quite to that extent, it's lesser, but there will be more fragmentation of that equation. How does that impact countries like India? How do you see US-China play out over the next 4 years, particularly looked at from India's lens?
Look, for India, this is a golden opportunity. Trump is almost certainly going to put higher tariffs on China than anyone else. Even if they come up with a deal, I think there will be more tariffs on China. But even beyond that, American business in general is on a long de-risking process away from China. If you're an American CEO and you have, your only supplier is China, you are actively seeking to change that. Every American CEO. If you have 70% of your production, you're trying to get it to 50%. So the arrow is only moving in one direction. So far, to be honest, India has not benefited that much from it. The major countries that have benefited are Vietnam, Mexico, a little bit Malaysia. India has not yet been able to be the manufacturing powerhouse that could replace China. And I don't have to tell you, there are all kinds of problems, regulatory problems, labor problems, why India is not a manufacturing powerhouse. And it still isn't. There is some hope in some areas. The Apple iPhone production is a very promising sign, but there are all kinds of problems. The simplest one, for example, is because India is so protectionist, a lot of manufacturing is now actually assembly. So you have to import intermediate goods from other countries, and India has very high tariffs on those. So until that's all lowered and regularized, it's hard. But now, if this push gets even further, you're going to need to find scale, because if you're going to get your production in China from 100% down to 80%, you can fill that 20% with Vietnam. But if you're going from 100 or 80% now to 40%, you need scale, you need volume. Only India can potentially provide that. So it's a real golden opportunity. And what India should be trying to do is not so much go for the very high-end chips and things like that, because you're going to be able to do one or two signature projects like that. But India is a poor country. It has a per capita GDP of 2,700, 2,800. Where it can excel is in large-scale manufacture of everything, because it has cheap labor, it has land, it has the capacity to organize this all. So if it were to take this opportunity, India can find a way to become a manufacturing powerhouse that it has still not yet been.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.